KFC UK Delivery Fiasco. Why didn't the chicken cross the road? A lesson in bad transition management. In February 2018, believe it or not, there was no chicken in KFC UK, and it had to shut nearly 700 restaurants. What triggered this was a switch from its long-standing logistics partner, Bidvest, to its new vendor, DHL. Hello and welcome to Strategy TLDR, a channel where we explain strategy concepts important for managing your business. In this episode, we look at the challenges and transition KFC UK faced when it changed its logistics partners. We also cover some best practices in managing transitions while entering fast-moving markets and in mergers and acquisitions. According to UK's Telegraph newspaper, food industry insiders were surprised when KFC gave DHL the contract as it had virtually no experience in food delivery. For the failure to deliver chicken to all the 800-plus KFC outlets in UK, poor transition planning and management was to be blamed. According to some experts, Professor Samir Dani, who specializes in logistics and supply chain management at the University of Huddersfield's Business School UK, blamed it on failure in planning and preparation, while speaking to UK's Wired magazine. When transitioning from one vendor to another, obviously there will be a new warehouse and its automated systems. Professor Dani also feared that during a switch to new planning software and a new IT system, if the required checks had not been performed before going live, there could be problems. A number of other interacting elements which would have also come together as the handover was just happening could have all contributed to this perfect storm, he added. The problem did not get solved even in a week's time. In fact, it was reported that less than half of KFC UK sites had full menu, even months after the delivery fiasco. Interestingly, the old logistics partner, Bidvest, was rehired in March 2018 to supply 350 outlets in the north of the UK. Another well-known incident is the debacle that happened on the opening day at London Heathrow's Terminal 5. In 2008, when Heathrow Airport Terminal 5 opened, it was reported that a processing backlog had forced British Airways to suspend the checking in of baggage. In the first few days of opening, number of lost bags had climbed to 28,000. Simplifying.com later noted that beyond IT issues, they were compounded by other aspects, such as parking issues, inadequate training, and broken lifts, which collectively caused the disruption. Again, all of these indicate poor transition planning and management during a launch, when new systems, processes, and teams are coming together without tests, trials, and preparations. In their article, Time Pacing, Competing in Markets That Won't Stand Still, in Harvard Business Review, March-April 1998, Kathleen Eisenhart and Shona Brown recommend some best practices for business situations that involve transitions. For entering new fast-moving markets. 1. Match the opportunities with existing business and identify a potential internal champion or host. 2. Quickly allocate resources and put a leadership team in charge with performance targets to achieve within a set time period. 3. Capture the opportunity before competition, or, if not feasible, abandon and move on. For mergers and acquisitions. 1. Communication to all employees of the merged entity on day 1. 2. Have transition management teams in different departments with a mentor to map the acquired company's products, services, and all other operations onto the acquiring company's corresponding operations. 3. Use the transition to learn, reflect, change direction, and as opportunities for broader-based change. 4. Do not hesitate to absorb some best practices from the acquired company. 5. Provide an insight in advance to the acquiree what the future of operations will look like. 6. Set a timeline for the transition process and choreograph the transition. Remember, specific transition processes often vary from company to company and industry to industry. They can have different steps, different timing, different specifications about who should be involved and when. But the authors observed that effectively managed transitions all had clear, choreographed processes that their employees understood, and in each case everyone followed a script. I hope you enjoyed the 2 episodes on managing transitions. For more information on the topic, I would strongly recommend reading the article Time Pacing, Competing in Markets That Won't Stand Still, by Eisenhart KM and Brown SL, in Harvard Business Review, March-April 1998.